In this video, we're talking about how to maintenance a ceramic coating, as well as talking about some new sweet products like the last coat. What's going on? Glad you guys are here and welcome back to the Wilson Auto Detailing community. If you're new here and you love everything auto detailing, then consider subscribing. So, the last coat, this is a product that a lot of people are talking about in the detailing world. It's a little bit higher end, right? A little bit more expensive. So a bottle this size is about $33 to $35 on Amazon right now. Now, this is another one of these silicone dioxide or silica infused products that is technically a spray sealant, but it's like a sealant that is has some properties of a ceramic. So before I do anything else, I'm just gonna read the manufacturer's directions and descriptions so that we can kind of have a foundational place to start. So it says right here, for best results, spray the last coat onto the surface you want to enhance, coat, and protect. Spread the last coat while hand buffing the last coat into the surface using a clean microfiber towel, flipping to a dry portion of the microfiber towel often during buffing. Buff the freshly applied the last coat with another clean and dry microfiber towel to ensure the last coat is entirely polished into the surface, leaving a streak-free, incredibly slick, and amazing shine. Coat one area or section at a time, move to the next, and repeat the process. You can apply this to paint, chrome, plastic, vinyl, stainless steel, and glass. The last coat will keep surfaces protected and hydrophobic or free from water damage for 3 to 6 months when used correctly, okay? And the front of the bottle here says the last coat will leave any surface polished, protected, and silky smooth, instantly guaranteed. So let's talk about these products really fast and how I'm going to use this in this particular situation. So here's some quick context for the video. The Audi that's in front of me that we're about to look at, foam down, and do all this stuff to, there was a ceramic coating applied to it like about a year ago, maybe like 9 to 12 months ago from Naciol. Now, number one, I do want to see how well this ceramic coating is. I've maintenance it a few times and I want to see how well it's protected the car paint still and still has that hydrophobic properties. So I am going to do a little bit of water beading test after we wash that surface dirt off. But again, that specific ceramic coating tends to last somewhere around 2 to 3 years depending on how it's maintained. I've maintenanced it about 3 times in the past year, which is not very much. But in this particular situation, with how little this car is driven and the particular way the client takes care of it, that's all it called for. Now, regarding the last coat and the product I'm using here, the big debate about this product right now is it actually as durable as it says it is, because it is a little bit more expensive product. So assuming that it does actually last somewhere maybe around the 5-month range, that is going to put this product in a kind of silicone dioxide, silica infused sealant category where a lot of these products really fall short. So what I mean is, the reason these products are getting so much attention right now in the detailing world is because they're so easy to apply and yet they claim really, really long durability. So something that might be related to this product is Adam's ceramic spray. They say it's a 9H ceramic coating. This is not saying it's a ceramic coating. Once again, it's not an apples to apples comparison, but just for your reference, Adam's ceramic spray coating says it lasts somewhere around 6 months. This is kind of comparable to that. Another product here would be like Hydrophobic Recharge, right? You have these products that are very easy to apply, almost like a spray wax would be in a sense, and again, they're very, very durable. Now, in the context for this video, I'm using this last coat as a ceramic coating topper, okay? So I'm not putting this on a bare, polished, stripped paint. I'm using a pH neutral wax sealant ceramic coating safe wash as a foam wash. Then I'm gonna do a agitation, physical agitation wash with something like the logic of the 2-bucket method. And then I'm gonna kind of inspect the paint before applying the last coat again to top off this ceramic coating. So I'm not gonna be claying anything, polishing anything, using any Iron X or anything like that. Now, for the sake of this video, we are going to be able to see how this tops off a previously ceramic coated vehicle that is a traditional true ceramic coating, not just a spray ceramic coating. And again, we will get to see more or less how well this tops it and protects that underneath ceramic coating layer. I am gonna be posting more videos putting this on straight bare strip polish paint and testing the long-term durability, just like I'm doing with all of our other spray sealants that have that silica infused. But again, in this video, we're just using it to top a ceramic coating, and that's how I wanna see how kind of easy it is to apply, the visual aspect, and again, we'll get to see how well this actually lasts on top of a previously ceramic coated vehicle. So before we do this, let's check out the other things I'm going to use to prepare and maintenance this ceramic coating. Now, when I'm maintaining a ceramic coating, again, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of foam cannons in the detailing world. The only reason I say that is because we tend to over-exaggerate their, I don't know, their limits, their reach as far as what they can do in the auto detailing industry. A lot of times we say, always use a foam cannon, and sometimes when you make those blanket statements, especially in the detailing world, it can kind of hurt you more than it helps you, because not every situation is the same, and each one calls for kind of a case-by-case scenario. So in this video though, I am using a foam cannon. This is the foam cannon by Max Shine. I own a lot of foam cannons, but I do want to kind of review this one and check it out, so that's why I'm using it. I'm also using a totally new foam wash that I've never used before, and it's by a company called AM, I believe it's AM Details. Yeah, AM Details Detailing Solution. This particular company, I'm not sponsored by them or anything, I don't make anything from them, but they create products and manufacture products that I would call higher end products that I reserve for my higher end vehicles. So in this case, because this is a very maintained vehicle, something I see on a regular basis, and something that has a ceramic coating, I reserve kind of these higher end, more expensive products that are a little bit more gentle and effective at the same time for situations like these. Now, it does say that you can dilute it 100 to 1, but I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it, dump, you know, a couple tablespoons into the tablespoons. I'm gonna dump a couple ounces into the Max Shine foam cannon, fill the rest up with water, and we'll go from there. Basically from here it's very simple. I'm gonna rinse it first with water, rinse it with the foam, rinse off the foam, and then we'll come in for a physical agitation wash. So that's what this process is gonna look like. I'm gonna speed some of it up and let some of it be slow just so you guys can see what's going on. So here's what this looks like. Okay, real fast guys, I literally just started spraying the water onto the paint. I'm gonna come and zoom in. I want you guys to see the water beading and the hydrophobic properties of this ceramic coating. It's been 1 year now. I have not washed this paint in, let's say, 3 months, okay? Here's what the water beading looks like. So I know I'm kind of jumping around in this video talking about a whole bunch of different things, but this kind of all has to do with ceramic coatings, and this is all really, really good info. So this is probably one of the more valuable videos I've put out. This, check out, again, this ceramic coating in particular is from Nasiol. I will hook it up below in the YouTube description box because I can't remember exactly which one it was, but this, again, has been on for a year. I've maintained it about 3 to 4 times, and this is a garage kept vehicle. It's not driven really in the rain. So this is the results. These are the water beads we're looking at. So guys, I mean, the results speak for itself. I mean, this is like crazy, crazy hydrophobic. And again, 365 days just about later, this is the kind of results you're getting. I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. So we'll go around and check out the foam, the suds. This is a characteristic. I don't know if you guys can see the difference between these suds and then maybe your more run-of-the-mill foam soap suds. So I know this is gonna sound like hype and it's gonna sound like industry BS. It's not. See how the suds kind of flatten out and almost look like a sheeting product if it were water would, and they kind of create these streaks, and rather than entire suds falling off, it almost flattens to the surface, and there's no, how do I say, no like paint exposed necessarily that's not still covered. So these suds have been sitting here for like 2.5 minutes now, and you see it's all running off together. It's not like these big patches. I don't know if that makes sense. It's not these big patches of suds that have already fallen off the paint. It's all kind of running together. That's very characteristic of these higher end foam soaps. So to AM Details, good job. This is a great foam soap. I'll show you guys the entire vehicle. And again, I know that kind of sounds odd the way I'm wording it, but I guess that's the best way I know how to communicate it. So looks very, very nice. I'm gonna let it sit on there for like, I don't know, let's say 3 to 4 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and rinse it off. Then I'm going to do a contact wash with Bubbles Luxury Car Shampoo. I'm gonna fill up a bucket full of this with water, and I'm gonna use my wash mitt. I'm not gonna be using the 2-bucket wash method, but basically what I'm gonna be doing is spraying off my wash mitt in between each time it touches a new panel. So I'll use one side of the wash mitt to wash a panel, flip it, use it to wash another side, and then hose it off with my hose nozzle. Same logic as the 2-bucket method, but again, it just kind of lets me go a little bit faster. And I even like it a little bit more than the 2 buckets because my second bucket will eventually get dirty, and this way I'm rinsing it off with clean water very thoroughly in between every single time. So that's what the next steps are going to be. Okay, so it's time to apply the last coat. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, why didn't I go over the paint with some sort of like, I don't know, are there bugs on the paint? Are there whatever? Because the ceramic coating on this car is a traditional ceramic coating, and it is a true coating, that wash, foam, and then contact wash is enough to pull anything off of this paint. So you guys are gonna see, I'll take you in after I apply this. There's no bugs, there's nothing on the paint. It's literally just ceramic coating, clear coat, you know, and then you got your color coat, all that stuff. Now, so that's why I'm not doing any of that. Now it is time to apply the last coat. What I'm gonna do is spray it very much like a spray wax onto half the hood, to the other half of the hood, buff it in with one side of the towel, buff it off with another side of the towel, do that with the entire car. Some people use a microfiber, like a foam applicator pad. With something like this, it's just not necessary. You're not applying a ceramic coating, you're topping it off. But if you wanna do that, you know, more power to you. So, this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna start with this side over here. Again, I'm gonna be very conservative with this product because a little bit is going to go a long way. So I'm gonna do something like this, 3 sprays, okay? And then take one side. I am gonna do a sort of crosshatch pattern in the beginning. By the way, I'm using a totally new microfiber towel. Reason I'm doing that, when I'm dealing with ceramic coated cars like this that I have personally applied the coating to, I know how easy it is for your microfiber to scratch the paint, and this is no exception. So I just like to be totally safe and go ahead and go with a new microfiber towel altogether, so I don't have any, you know, risk of that. Now, again, I'm just doing a crosshatch pattern here. Alrighty, I might let it sit for just a quick second. There's no, you know, like specific cure time with this product even after you're done applying it. So flip to my other side, and I'm gonna buff it off in just a circular motion. Some people say, don't do a circular motion, you're gonna put swirls in the paint. No, the only way you're gonna put swirls in the paint going in any direction is if there is something in your microfiber towel that should not be there. That's some sort of contaminant that didn't, I don't know, you know, is from the package, or if it's used before, which is another reason, once again, why I do not use used microfiber towels when I'm doing this. Now, you guys saw one half of the hood, very easy. First impressions here, very slick, very easy to apply. There's nothing in particular about the user application that I think is very special about this. Once again, goes on very easy, comes off very easy. Let's do the rest of the car, bring you back in for the finished look. We'll look at it under a light and talk about some of this in more detail. Okay guys, so I want to show you here, the car is totally finished as far as tires, wheels, windows, the paint. Everything from plastic to the paint to the glass to the chrome and everything in between has been coated with the last coat. And I want to run the light over the hood here because I want to kind of explain something. Now that it's totally finished, you're going to see some imperfections in this paint because at the end of the day, this is a car that gets driven sometimes. This is not just a weekend driver. It's not just like, you know, it does get driven in the rain sometimes. This is one of their main vehicles. So while it is maintained incredibly, it's going to get some stuff. So really what I want to note is that you're not going to see any swirls. The imperfections you see are water etchings, bug etchings, and random isolated deep scratches. So you don't see that swirling phenomenon. You just see imperfections from water spots from sprinklers maybe that have etched into the coating, bugs that have etched into the coating, scratches from before the paint was even coated because it's impossible to get it totally perfect as far as a situation like this goes. So maybe you can see here if I run it, this is a particular spot where there's a few water spots there that are really hard and etched in, and then you can see some of those deep scratches there. Okay, that's a particular spot. And then you can see here, I'll come over here, there was another spot. But apart from that, guys, this is a really intense light. So this is called the Flamethrower by Buff Bright. It is amazing at finding swirls, and basically what I like to say, and even what Tom over there at Buff Bright says, is if you can even get the paint 80% looking good under this light, under any other lighting, including the sun, it's gonna look 100%. So while it's not sunny because it's about to rain and it's in a garage, I'm gonna go around so you guys can see what this looks like. But again, the point is, even after a year of being coated, there's a little bit of damage to the ceramic coating. That's gonna happen inevitably. You know, if this isn't like a, you know, Lamborghini, Corvette, Bugatti that, you know, gets its own garage and gets treated every week. And so while this is coated, it's more of a practical sense here. So yes, it is for the visual aspect, and it is because this client really cares about their car, but it's also for a very practical reason. When they go to resell, they want the paint underneath to look amazing. And it is going to, because once again, this paint has been very, very well maintained for a car that is driven pretty regularly. And that's what the last coat looks like in this particular instance. Okay, so just a few more details, and just to recap, in the beginning of this video, I used the Max Shine foam cannon here. It's very, very reasonably priced. For those of you wondering, I used $100 foam cannons, I've used $15 foam cannons, and like in the Wilson Auto Detailing community, one of the values I try to instill here is spend money when it needs to be spent and save money when it can be saved without sacrificing quality. This is one of those instances where I could say it can be saved without sacrificing quality, and you can see how much was used here. So it's filled all the way to the top, and we're down here. Okay, so pretty standard. Now, apart from that, the foam soap that I used was from AM Details. Again, not sponsored by them, just a really good product, and I kind of explained that. Then the contact wash soap that I used was also from AM Details. Again, this is kind of an area where this is a more higher end, I don't know, manufacturing company. Their products, again, I reserve for nicer vehicles for obvious reasons. Then use the last coat to top off this ceramic coating, about $33 for this, I believe it's 16-ounce bottle. And then microfibers I used new microfiber towels when I'm dealing with a situation like this. This is the Plush Microfiber 600 GSM set from Max Shine, and they're a really good size for what I was wanting in this particular case. Not too big, not too small. And I switched to these more plush towels. I like these higher pile towels when I'm doing something like this. Just gives that really plush kind of soft feel. I know I'm like not damaging anything. Now regarding the last coat, you know, the question becomes, is this product worth it? Once again, it's a spray sealant that is infused with a certain percentage of silicon dioxide. I do want to comment on this. On the front it says, will leave any surface polished. And I don't know what that means exactly, because the only way you can polish a vehicle is if you have true polish and you're correcting the imperfections. So when it says it's going to leave any surface polished, it's kind of one of those misnomers in the detailing world. People throw around words that really don't belong, so I don't get what they're trying to say by that. But apart from that, let me speak in the context of this individual video. This product is great for the application in which it was used here. I like the silica infused products when I'm maintaining ceramic coatings that are traditional ceramic coatings that I applied years ago, and they need to be maintained and washed and protected. I like them for that. As far as the durability, I cannot speak on the durability because, again, this was coated with a ceramic coating by Naciol, and you guys saw the hydrophobic properties of the ceramic coating that it still maintains when I was using the pressure washer a year later. So I'm not going to tell you to go buy this ceramic coating, but this Naciol ceramic coating, I'm going to hook it up below. It's amazing, and not a lot of detailers talk about it. It's interesting. They're normally talking about Ceramic Pro or C-Quartz, and I like those products, but I really like this company's ceramic coating, so I'm not sponsored by them. But I kind of like it because they're kind of like an underdog, and who doesn't love a good underdog story, you know what I'm saying? So, the last coat, I think it's good for this situation. I will be shooting some videos regarding it on plain stripped polished paint with no protection that it's topping off, and we're going to test the durability just like every other product that I'm testing that has silicon dioxide infused into it. But just to speak on these products in general, and not necessarily targeted at the last coat, but I always am a little, and this is just my opinion, okay, but I'm always skeptical when I see people pushing these products on the internet or on online video spaces without any true durability tests, because while people will sing praises about these products, and maybe they should be because it really is amazing. Like, for example, I think it's amazing in this particular context. But as far as durability, I would argue that durability is probably the most important part of a product like this, because when you're infusing a sealant with silicon dioxide or silica, the reason you're doing that is why? Because you want some sort of long-lasting agent in there, because that's what ceramic coatings do. They last a long time. It's one of the big appeals, right? Well, if it only lasts 3 months in the real world and maybe less than that, then Why not just use something like bead maker, right? I don't know, I've always been confused by that. If you're a detailing enthusiast and you just have all this money to throw at products, man, I don't really care. But when you're a mobile auto detailer like myself, you see cars on a daily basis, there's a bit of skepticism when it comes to products like this. Again, this is not directed at this product. I actually really like this product here. I have not tested the durability of this product. I have done no split testing with this. I do not know the durability of this other than it says 3 to 6 months when used correctly on the bottle. I will be testing that. Love it for topping off ceramics. Skeptical when it comes to durability, but I'm skeptical with all these products pretty much when it comes to durability, so that's why I'm doing such extensive testing. I'm going to hook up below in the YouTube description box links to all of these products, microfiber towels, soaps, foam cannons, last coat, ceramic coating, all of it. If you want to check out or buy any of these products, use my Amazon links below. It does give this channel a small commission, and I do mean small, but it does help this channel stay alive and I can keep putting out content like this. So if you like this video, of course, hit the thumbs up button, and if you're new here, don't be an idiot. Subscribe for more content like this. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I'll see you guys in the next video.